Hi, I'm here today with Brian Overton, General Sales Manager of Peak Kia of Littleton. Brian has been in the car business for over 16 years, and Peak Kia is known for being a female-friendly business where women don't have to be intimidated to buy a car. Brian's going to give us his 4 tips to purchasing a new car, so thank you for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
You've been doing this a long time, so I know you've got some good tips. So what's your first tip? Because it's intimidating as a woman to walk into a car dealership. This is a huge purchase, and there's all these men standing outside. So what are some things that we can do to be better prepared?
Well, I think first is know what you're looking for, or at least have it narrowed down to some ideas of what you're looking for in a vehicle. It's not about just finding you a car; it's about finding the car that you want. And if you have some criteria built in there, meaning if you want a manual transmission or an automatic, a 4-wheel drive, or a front-wheel drive, a 35 mile a gallon car, an economy car. What's most important for you in a vehicle? What features and benefits are most important to you, so we can help you look at the right vehicle so you're not wasting your time looking around.
So almost having a checklist. These are the things that these are my non-negotiable, most important things for a car, and these are the things I'd like, but they're not necessarily a deal breaker.
Sure,
kind
absolutely.
of going in.
That makes a big difference because you have many manufacturers out there, and typically the people that I run into will have one of my vehicles against 3 other competitors out there that they're looking at. But not every manufacturer actually will equip their cars similarly. So find out what is most important to you. Like you said, having your checklist is key. Being able to know what you're looking for in a car so that we can actually try to point you in the right direction right from the get.
So what's your second tip?
Budget. Making sure that you are staying within your budget, making sure affordability is important to you as well, because it's a lot easier to look at a car that you're willing to compromise for. And I don't like using that word compromise because then it makes it feel like you're not really doing your customer justice. Meaning, like I tend to train my sales staff to show people the least expensive vehicle they're looking for in that segment of vehicle. Go to the least expensive because I can always add more features to the car as their budget will allow. It's a lot harder to show them the most expensive model with all the toys on the car and then start taking away some of those options. It's hard to take that stuff away after the fact.
And that really, actually, I found interesting here with Kia because I think most car dealerships go the other way. Let me show you the highest end so that I'll stretch you out of your budget. And then you don't want to give those things up. Once you've driven the best car, you don't want to step down. And I love that you guys do the opposite. That I feel like I'm getting more value, more for my dollar because I'm going up a little bit. Each car seems a little better than having to feel like I'm sacrificing and going down.
Absolutely.
I thought that was really unique. What's your third tip?
Third is going to be, again, it's kind of like your budget, but it's going to be your payments, how long you want to finance one for. And the other option that we tend to throw in there with that is leasing. It's not perfect for every customer, but it is good for the customer that is consciously driving between 10 and 15,000 miles a year, that likes to trade their car every 2 or 3 years. So you're not in that negative equity situation where you find yourself upside down in your vehicle every time you trade a car in. So leasing is a good option to help you get more car for less money. And the budget when you're trying to extend your term on your financing is depending on how long you plan on keeping your car for ownership.
And should I be looking at just my monthly payment, or should I be looking at what my total cost is for that car when I'm making that purchasing decision?
Well, the monthly payment, obviously, to make sure you budget yourself based upon your income, but how long you finance it for is going to be up to the customer as well, because how long do they keep their car? So everybody's needs and wants in that category. It's a little touchy subject because it's different for each consumer. But I try to make sure that it's kept in the forefront of their mind that this is a 72-month loan. The warranty on the vehicle is going to override that, so you're not going to have to worry about extending that term, which tends to make Kia and my brand stand out a little more than the competition for that fact.
And what's your final tip for purchasing a car?
My final tip is, it's just car buying shouldn't be a difficult situation. Everybody thinks that it's a tough thing to do, and honestly, it's with the internet out there and all the information's available. You guys know what we pay for our cars. You know what every manufacturer pays for them. It's kind of a cutthroat business. So realistically, I mean, you know more than most people do when they come in nowadays with the internet. So when you're coming in, my thing is it's laid back. It's give you all the information you can to make an informative decision for yourself. If I can't make the deal with you, I'd rather part as friends than lose the respect of my dealership to the consumer. I think that I'll be able to get more referrals just for the way I treat you than it is by making a sale. And that maybe goes a long way.
And I think Kia, one of the things I really like is this whole idea that you are female friendly, that this is a place where women don't have to be intimidated. So what are some advantages to shopping with you at Kia versus all the other competitors that are out there?
Well, the one things that the manufacturers points out, the biggest things is that we have a 5-star crash test on every vehicle that we build, which stands out because a lot of people are, safety conscious nowadays. The warranty that's on the vehicle is a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, which is an industry leader. There's no other manufacturer in the country that offers that kind of warranty. So it does give you peace of mind on ownership portion of it, as well as the price point of the vehicle. The price of our cars are thousands of dollars less than anybody else in the competition.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today. We hope your next car buying experience is a little easier from learning our tips today from Brian. And you can find out more about their company here on our website. And thanks for stopping by, femalefriendlybusinesses.com.